The Honourable Member for Kewatinook.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In memory of my grandparents, Cornelius and Veronique Wood. After our medicines had long been forced away, my grandparents took their 10-year-old son, John Joseph, to the missionaries for medical help. My dad was about 10. Without permission, John Joseph was flown out of St. Teresa Point. Day after day, they waited, but not one word, my grandmother hoping her little boy would be returned. Finally, a letter indicating John Joseph had passed away. No words of how, why, or when. My dad recalls Quebec. What was a Quebec? John Joseph's body was never returned. My uncle never came home. My dad never forgot the nightly sounds of his parents crying into the night. As an adult, he promised his parents that he would find his little brother. They endured 20 years of unanswered letters to government departments, Christian organizations, and hospitals. One day, my dad remembered that Quebec word. Again, the letters went out, this time to Quebec. An envelope postmarked Magog, Quebec came. It contained John Joseph's death certificate. Magog is over 2,900 kilometers away from our reserve. We have no idea as to how John Joseph ended up there. 2 years after the letter, my dad happened to go to a meeting in Ottawa. He confided his brother's story to someone there. That wonderful person drove my dad to Magog immediately. Within hours, my dad was standing at the entrance of a cemetery. He started shouting, "John Joseph, I am here. Where are you?" An elderly caretaker appeared, hearing the distraught calls. Miracle upon miracle, this gentleman knew where the hospital had buried all the Indian children. He brought my dad to an ancient park. They didn't mark their graves, but this is the area where your brother lies. My dad fell to his knees. After 24 years of searching, he had found his little brother. I honor John Joseph today. My family's hope is that children such as John Joseph taken away are remembered. And it is my goal to ensure that this government remains accountable to other families who are waiting for their own lost members to get the answers and the closure. These lives are not in vain. Megach.